Chosen ones, you are here for a reason. The struggles you've faced, the battles you've fought, they were not by chance. This moment, right now, is meant for you. You are on the edge of discovering something powerful about your true purpose. Deep within you lies a strength, a light, a calling, waiting to be awakened. The universe has led you here for this revelation. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will change everything. Trust, you're destined for something extraordinary. You didn't stumble upon this video by chance. No, this is divine timing, and it's no accident that you're here right now. You've been through it, chosen ones. They did you dirty, and then, unbelievably, they tried to play the victim. But listen closely, because there's something that's going to change the way you see everything. God saw everything. He witnessed the betrayal, the lies, the scheming. They thought they could get away with it, but they failed to realize something powerful. God already warned them to leave you alone, and now justice is coming. This message is urgent, and it's for you, the ones who have been wronged, deceived, and betrayed. They twisted the truth, set traps for you, and then had the audacity to make themselves out to be the victims. But you know what? God saw it all. They didn't fool him. He was watching as they plotted against you, trying to destroy everything you've built. They used lies and deceit to try to break you, to destroy your reputation. They spread rumors, tried to ruin your name, to make people question your integrity, and even went as far as attempting to sabotage your legal standing, hoping to place a permanent mark of shame on your life. They tried to tarnish every single thing you've worked for. But what they didn't understand was this: no matter how deep their deception went, the truth always finds its way to the surface. In their attempt to bring you down, they revealed more about themselves than they could ever realize. The very lies they spread about you reflect their own character, and in the end, those seeds of deceit they planted will only grow into their own downfall. They underestimated your strength. They underestimated the power of God's protection over your life. They may have thought they had won when the tables turned, when they started crying victim. But listen to me, chosen ones. God knew the truth. He wasn't fooled by their acts, their twisted narratives. He saw their hearts, their lies, and He's not done yet. For a moment, they may have succeeded. They painted themselves as the wronged ones, turned people against you, and left you standing in the wreckage of the lies they told. But God doesn't just see actions, He sees the intentions behind them. And while they tried to play the victim to the world, God knew exactly who was responsible for the pain and chaos. He saw through the facade and watched every moment of betrayal. Every time you felt alone, abandoned, He was there. He saw it. He documented every injustice, every lie, and every attack. They thought they could get away with it. But God was already moving behind the scenes. What you thought was a season of silence was actually a time of preparation. While you wondered if anyone cared, God was setting things in motion, positioning people in your life who would see through the lies and stand with you when the truth came to light. Your enemies were clever in their eyes, but they forgot something important. Nothing escapes God's view. He saw every move, every word, every intention. And now it's only a matter of time before His divine justice is revealed. Their attacks weren't random. They were fueled by jealousy, spite, and the desire to diminish your light. Morgan frowned. That's not possible. They saw your potential, your strength, and it terrified them. They couldn't handle the greatness inside you, and instead of focusing on their own growth, they chose to tear you down. Their jealousy wasn't about what you did wrong. It was about their own insecurities, their own failures. They couldn't stand to see you rise, to see you thrive, because it reminded them of their own inadequacies. But here's the truth. Your greatness comes from God. It's something they could never take away from you, no matter how hard they tried. Every time they tried to dim your light, it only grew brighter. They believed they were untouchable, that no one would ever see through their games, but they were wrong. They forgot that God sees everything. They thought they were above accountability, above consequence. They acted behind closed doors, manipulating situations and people to their advantage. They even believed that God wouldn't notice their evil deeds. But let me tell you something. God doesn't miss a thing, especially when it comes to his chosen ones. There is no hiding from him. They thought they were invincible, that their lies would hold forever. But that arrogance was their downfall. God sees through it all. He's pulling back the curtain, and their time is running out. They may have believed that they were above reproach, but their false sense of superiority is quickly fading. The truth is coming, and soon, everyone will see them for who they truly are. As their masks slip away, it's your time to rise. It's time for you to stand tall, to embrace the truth that's about to unfold. You've been through so much, and now it's your turn to shine. No more pretending, no more false narratives. You're stepping into a realm of truth, and with it, a power that cannot be shaken. To everyone listening right now, I want you to do something. Comment God below if you know the truth of your journey and what you've overcome. If you've felt the weight of betrayal, the sting of false accusations, and yet you know God has been by your side the whole time, comment God right now and make sure you subscribe to the Wisdom Ones channel, because this community, this space, is where we come together to rise above the lies, to embrace the truth, and to support each other as we walk in the light of God's justice. Your support through Super Thanks means a lot to the Wisdom Ones channel. Thank you so much for your generosity, and a special shout out to everyone who's already donated. It's because of your kindness that this message can reach those who need it the most. Let the world see you rise. Let your enemies watch as God's truth is revealed, and let them know that no matter how hard they tried to break you, you are still standing. You are stronger than ever before, and nothing can stop you now. They thought they could manipulate and twist situations in their favor, but in doing so, they unknowingly signed their own spiritual and emotional downfall. Their every action, every deceitful move, has led them to this point of reckoning. They sought to break you, but what they didn't understand is that God's protection over you is unshakable. They have awakened to the reality that no one can challenge God's chosen without paying the price. Every time they thought they were winning, every time they watched you falter or believed their lies had taken root, they were mistaken. What they didn't see was the divine intervention that was working behind the scenes. You were never alone, even when they tried to isolate you. Even in your most difficult moments, when it seemed like the whole world had turned against you, God was orchestrating something greater. Their lies, their manipulations, their betrayals were only a small part of the bigger picture, and now they're starting to see that the tables are turning. The very web they wove to trap you is unraveling piece by piece. They thought they could keep up the facade, pretend to be the victims, and deceive others into believing their narrative. But truth always finds a way to the surface, and it's coming out now. The more they tried to hide the truth, the more it became evident. People are starting to see them for who they really are. The mask they wore to protect themselves is slipping, and with it, all the falsehoods they've built their lives on. It's a cruel irony, isn't it? The very people who tried to destroy you are now witnessing their own destruction. The guilt they thought they could suppress is consuming them. They believed they could get away with it, that their actions wouldn't catch up to them, but now they're trapped in a never-ending cycle of regret. Their mental torment is palpable, and it follows them everywhere they go. The lies they told about you now echo in their minds, reminding them of the harm they caused. But you, the chosen one, are thriving. You are rising in ways they never anticipated. While they wallow in their own self-made misery, you are stepping into your power, embracing your divine purpose, and ascending higher than they could have ever imagined. They thought they could hold you down, that they could break you with their cruelty, but God had other plans for you. Every attempt to harm you only strengthened your resolve, and now you're standing in the light of your truth. As they face the consequences of their actions, you are stepping into a new chapter. Your growth is undeniable and your path is clear. The struggles they inflicted upon you are nothing but stepping stones leading you to your divine destiny. With each day you grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your purpose. While they are stuck, unable to move forward, you are being propelled into the future that God has designed for you. The universe is aligning in your favor, and every obstacle they put in your way is now a catalyst for your success. The doors they tried to close in front of you are opening wide. What they meant for harm is turning into an opportunity for your growth, and no one can take that away from you. Their efforts to tear you down have only served to build you up. The strength that lies within you, the resilience, the unwavering faith that you have carried through it all, is your divine weapon. You are untouchable, and no matter what they do, they cannot destroy what God has already protected. Now, as they watch your success unfold, they are beginning to realize that no matter how much they tried to bring you down, they could never reach the heights you were destined to reach. Your light was always going to shine brighter than their darkness, and no amount of manipulation or deceit could ever extinguish it. You have always been divinely chosen for greatness, and nothing can change that. In their desperation, they may try to make amends or shift the narrative, but it's too late. The damage has been done, and they are now reaping the rewards of their actions. They cannot take back the harm they caused, and no amount of apologizing will change the fact that they crossed a line. What they didn't understand is that their actions were never just against you, they were against God. And when you come against God's chosen, you will always face the consequences. But now, as the chosen one, you are rising above all of it. You are stepping into your power and embracing your divine purpose like never before. Your journey is unfolding in ways that will leave them stunned. They may have thought they could control your destiny, but the truth is, God's hand has always been guiding you. Now, you're walking in alignment with your truth, and nothing can stop you. So, I want to ask you now, chosen ones, are you ready to fully step into your power? Are you ready to embrace the truth of who you are and leave behind the lies and illusions of the past? If you are, I want you to comment below with God and let me know that you're ready to rise. Your support through Super Thanks means a lot to the Wisdom Ones channel. Thank you so much for your generosity, and a special shout out to everyone who's already donated. It's because of your kindness that this message can reach those who need it the most. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving these powerful, life-changing messages. We're building a community of chosen ones who are ready to ascend to new heights, and we want you to be part of it. Together, we will rise above the darkness, and we will shine brighter than ever before. Stay strong, stay true, and know that your journey is only just beginning. You are divinely protected, and you are destined for greatness. As you continue to rise, there's something even deeper happening within you that they may not understand. The world may have seen your struggles, witnessed your pain, and thought that it would break you. But what they failed to realize is that it only gave you the strength to stand taller. Every trial you faced was a refining process, shaping you into something greater than you ever imagined. And now, as you stand on the other side of that, you are witnessing the beauty of God's purpose unfolding in your life. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. Your purpose is becoming clearer with each passing day, and your strength is undeniable. The attacks they sent your way, the pain they tried to inflict, have only forged a stronger version of you. They tried to destroy your spirit, but instead, they unknowingly set in motion a divine transformation. Every blow you received only became the fuel that pushed you toward your destiny. What they thought was a setback was actually a powerful setup for your elevation. God has always been working behind the scenes, even when you couldn't see it. He has been orchestrating every moment, every step, and every challenge to bring you to this point of greatness. What you are experiencing now is not by chance. It is the result of a divine plan that was set in motion long before they even thought they could bring you down. God knew you were strong enough to endure, and He knew that every hardship would only refine you, molding you into the person you are destined to become. While they are stuck in the consequences of their actions, you are walking in a season of blessing and favor. The very things they tried to take from you are now being restored. God is not just restoring what was lost. He is multiplying it, making it greater than you ever imagined. Your peace is a reflection of the divine favor that surrounds you. Your growth is a testament to your unwavering faith and the strength you drew from God's protection. Every area of your life is flourishing, and the blessings you are receiving now are just the beginning. And here's the beauty of God's justice. It doesn't operate on human time. The world may see things in their limited scope, but God operates in a way that transcends understanding. His timing is always perfect, and while you may have had to endure the pain, the reward for your faithfulness is immeasurable. You didn't give up when they tried to break you. You didn't let their negativity, lies, and betrayal deter you. You stood firm in your truth, and now you are seeing the fruits of your perseverance. But it doesn't stop here. The journey you're on is just beginning. The elevation you're experiencing now is only a glimpse of what God has in store for you. You are being positioned for something greater than you ever thought possible. You are rising higher, and with each step you are getting closer to fulfilling the divine calling on your life. The trials you faced were never meant to defeat you. They were meant to prepare you for the greatness that is coming. As they watch from the sidelines, they are witnessing a version of you they never expected. They thought they could break you, but instead you have become a force to be reckoned with. Your light is shining brighter than ever, and there is nothing they can do to dim it. You are walking in the fullness of God's favor, and there is nothing that can stand in the way of your purpose. So let go of the past. Let go of the pain, the anger, and the resentment that tried to hold you back. Forgiveness isn't about excusing their behavior. It's about releasing the hold their actions had on you. By letting go of the past, you make room for the future that God has prepared for you. And as you let go, you will find that your elevation accelerates. The more you release, the higher you rise. God has already taken care of your enemies, and there is no need for you to carry their negativity with you. Your future is filled with divine favor, blessings, and growth. You have already won, Chosen One. Your victory is written in the stars. And as you continue to rise, they will continue to fall. Trust in God's timing, and know that He is always working behind the scenes. The best is yet to come. Keep moving forward, stay focused on your path, and watch how God moves in your favor. Your purpose is unfolding before you, and the blessings are just beginning to pour in. If you're feeling this message, if you know that this is your time to rise, drop a comment below and say, God. Let everyone know that you are embracing your divine calling and you are walking in the favor of the Most High. And don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Ones, because together we rise higher. Your support through Super Thanks means a lot to the Wisdom Ones channel. Thank you so much for your generosity, and a special shout out to everyone who's already donated. It's because of your kindness that this message can reach those who need it the most. Your journey is just beginning. Keep walking in faith. God's favor is upon you, and the world is about to witness the fullness of your greatness. Stay strong, stay faithful, and keep moving forward. You are unstoppable. As you continue to walk in this divine elevation, it's important to remember that every step you take is a testament to your strength, your faith, and your perseverance. What the enemy tried to destroy, God is now using to elevate you in ways you never imagined. The very challenges that were meant to break you have become stepping stones, each one propelling you further into the destiny that God has set before you. Your trials have refined you, and now you stand as a beacon of hope, proof that no weapon formed against you can ever prosper. There were times when you felt alone, when the weight of everything seemed unbearable. You questioned why things had to be so hard, why you had to endure such pain. But even in those moments, God was with you. His presence was a constant. Even when you couldn't see or feel Him, He was there, lifting you up, strengthening your spirit when you thought you had nothing left to give. The struggles were never meant to break you, but to prepare you for the greatness that was waiting on the other side. Now, as you stand in this place of peace and elevation, understand that this is just the beginning. What God has for you is greater than anything you've ever imagined. His plans for your life are beyond what you can conceive. Every obstacle, every setback was a divine setup for something far greater. God is preparing you for a level of favor and blessing that will blow your mind. He is opening doors that no one can shut, and He is positioning you for greatness in ways you can't even comprehend. What they tried to steal from you, God is restoring. Not only is He restoring what was taken, but He is multiplying it. The joy, the peace, the opportunities that were stolen from you are being given back in abundance. You may have lost some things along the way, but understand that God's restoration is always greater than the loss. He doesn't just replace, He makes it better. He's adding to your life in ways that will leave you speechless. And as He elevates you, you will see how His hand has been at work all along, orchestrating every detail of your journey. You may not fully understand the process now, but trust that God is in control. The pain you've endured has not been in vain. It has been part of a greater plan, one that is unfolding before your eyes. Every hardship, every trial has been a building block for your purpose. They didn't know it, but when they tried to harm you, they were simply playing into the hands of your destiny. Every attack they sent your way has only strengthened you, and now you are standing in the fullness of your power, ready to walk into the next phase of your life. There is a new level of favor coming into your life. You may have already started to see glimpses of it, but it's going to increase in ways you can't yet imagine. God is opening doors for you that no one can shut. He is providing for you in ways that will astound you. Every prayer you've prayed, every tear you've shed, has been heard by God, and now He is answering those prayers with blessings that are tailor-made for you. The enemy thought they could stop you, but they were wrong. They underestimated your strength. They thought that by tearing you down, they could break your spirit, but instead they only fueled your determination. Your faith has been tested, but it has also been refined. Now it's stronger than ever. You have learned to trust in God's timing, and as a result, you are walking in the fullness of His promise. Your faith has made you unshakable, and no matter what comes your way, you will remain grounded in His love and His promises. As you continue on this journey, remember that the best is yet to come. The favor and blessings that are ahead of you are greater than anything you've experienced so far. What God has in store for you is beyond your wildest dreams. He is preparing you for a future that is filled with peace, joy, and abundance. And as you step into that future, know that it is yours because of the faith and perseverance you've shown. But as you rise, remember to stay humble. Your elevation is not for you to boast about, but to use for His glory. God is lifting you up, not just for your own benefit, but to be a light to others. Your testimony is a powerful tool that will inspire and encourage those who are still struggling. When they see how far you've come, they will know that God is real and that His power to restore and elevate is limitless. There will always be those who try to bring you down, who will continue to question your success or try to tear you apart with their words. But remember, their opinions do not define you. The only opinion that matters is God's, and He is the one who has called you to rise. Your worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by the truth of who you are in God's eyes. You are His chosen one, and He has set you apart for greatness. So continue to walk in your purpose. Keep your eyes focused on the path that God has laid before you. Don't be distracted by the noise, the negativity, or the naysayers. God's plan for your life is unfolding right before you, and as you stay faithful, you will continue to experience His blessings in ways that will leave you in awe. As you continue to rise, remember to give thanks for every blessing, every victory, and every challenge. Thank God for the strength He has given you to endure, for the wisdom He has imparted, and for the favor that is on your life. Your journey is a testimony of His goodness and His faithfulness. And as you walk in that, you are becoming a living example of what it means to trust in His timing and His plan. If you feel this message deep within your spirit, if you know that this is your time to rise, to walk in the fullness of your purpose, drop a comment below and say, God, let the world know that you are embracing your calling and walking in the light of His favor. And make sure to subscribe to Wisdom Ones, because together we rise. Your support through Super Thanks means a lot to the Wisdom Ones channel. Thank you so much for your generosity, and a special shout out to everyone who's already donated. It's because of your kindness that this message can reach those who need it the most. Keep moving forward, Chosen One. Your future is bright, your purpose is clear, and God's favor is upon you. There is nothing that can stop you now. Keep rising, keep shining, and remember that the best is yet to come. As you pause and reflect on the journey you've taken so far, it becomes abundantly clear that the path you've walked, no matter how full of challenges and hardships it may have been, was never a random series of events. The obstacles you faced were not mere accidents or coincidences, and the pain you have endured was never in vain. Every moment of struggle, every tear you shed, and every difficult situation you encountered has played a crucial role in shaping the person you are today. In fact, that very pain you experienced has become the cornerstone of your strength and resilience. The truth is, everything you have lived through was part of a greater plan, a divine blueprint that was woven into your life long before you even realized it. Every hardship, every setback, and every victory has been carefully orchestrated to bring you to this exact moment in time. Nothing that you went through was by chance or an accident. Every step, no matter how uncertain or painful it seemed at the time, was leading you towards something greater, something more profound than you could ever have imagined. Your life has been shaped by forces much greater than you alone, and this intricate design is meant to bring you closer to your true purpose, your divine calling. It's easy to get lost in the struggles and question why certain things happen the way they do. It's natural to wonder why life can be so difficult, why the pain seems unrelenting at times. But all of this is a part of the journey. Even the most painful experiences you have encountered were necessary for your growth. They were not meant to break you, but to refine you, to prepare you for the greatness that is yet to come. Every challenge you've faced has been a stepping stone that has strengthened your spirit, deepened your faith, and helped you evolve into the person you were always meant to be. You are not here by accident. Every step, every trial, every lesson has been leading you toward this exact place. And while the full extent of this divine plan may not be immediately clear, know that you are exactly where you need to be. This is not a moment of random happenstance, but a moment that has been carefully and thoughtfully designed for you. A moment that is part of something much bigger than you can yet fully comprehend. In moments of struggle, it can often feel as though the weight of the world is resting heavily on your shoulders. The challenges you face seem overwhelming, and the pain feels unbearable at times. It's natural to question why things unfold in such a difficult manner. Why does it feel like the people who seek to harm us are the ones who raise their voices the loudest, casting shadows over our lives? Why do individuals filled with negativity and hatred seem to flourish, while we are left to fight through one battle after another? These questions are not only understandable, they are also part of the human experience. But in the midst of this uncertainty, there lies an answer, a deeper truth that speaks directly to the essence of your being, to the very core of your purpose. The pain you have endured is not a punishment, nor is it a sign of your weakness. It has served a far greater role in your life than you may realize. That pain, that suffering, has been the catalyst for your transformation. It was never meant to destroy you, to tear you apart, but rather to refine you, to mold you into a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more in tune with your divine calling. Every obstacle you have encountered, every hardship you have faced, has been shaping you, shaping your character, your heart, and your spirit. While in the midst of struggle, it may feel as if you are being broken beyond repair. Understand that what you are actually going through is a process of transformation. The trials you face do not have the power to ruin you. Instead, they refine your essence. Like gold being refined in fire, your spirit is purified and strengthened through each hardship. You are being built to withstand, to persevere, and to rise stronger than ever before. The challenges you have faced have not been for nothing. They are the very forces that have made you who you are today, someone who is not only able to endure, but also to thrive in the face of adversity. Every battle you've fought has been an opportunity for growth. Every pain, every tear, every setback has been an essential part of the process. It is through these experiences that you have learned to develop resilience, to lean into your strength, and to grow closer to your higher purpose. The challenges you've faced have been necessary lessons on your path, guiding you toward your true self and deeper understanding. The adversity you've overcome has created a foundation of strength beneath you, making it impossible for anything to break you in the same way again. This transformation, though it may have seemed excruciating at times, is not an indication of defeat, but rather a sign of the divine process at work in your life. You have been prepared for something greater than you could ever have imagined, and the wisdom you've gained through your struggles is a testament to the depth of your journey. It's through the hardest moments that you discover the strength you never knew you had, the courage to move forward even when it seems impossible, and the faith that nothing, absolutely nothing, can prevent you from fulfilling your divine purpose. The people who sought to harm you, the situations that tried to break you, have unknowingly been the very tools used to shape you into a person who can stand tall in the face of adversity. They've only made you more compassionate, more aligned with your true self, and more aware of the power you carry within. As you reflect on your journey, take a moment to realize that everything you have been through has prepared you for what lies ahead. The challenges you faced were never random. They were the tools that have shaped you into a force of divine purpose, destined to shine brighter than ever before. Your pain has been the soil from which your strength and wisdom have grown. You are now capable of navigating life's difficulties with a sense of peace, knowing that each trial is part of a greater design, part of your transformation into the person you were always meant to become. And as you continue forward, trust that your purpose is unfolding, just as it was always meant to, with each step bringing you closer to the full expression of your divine calling. God's plan for you has never wavered, even when you felt lost, forgotten, or unseen. While others may have tried to tear you down, to break your spirit, or to destroy your dreams, God's hand was always there, gently guiding you. You were never alone. The attacks you faced only led you to greater heights, and each challenge was met with divine protection, even when you couldn't see it. What the enemy meant for harm, God used for your good. You may not have understood it at the time, but now, with the clarity that comes with reflection, you can see that every trial, every moment of suffering, was simply a building block for your greater purpose. Harry. Now, standing in this place of peace, with the weight of the past slowly fading away, you are able to see how far you have come. You are no longer the person you once were, weakened and worn down by the world. You have been elevated, transformed, and restored. God has granted you peace that surpasses understanding, a peace that comes only when you fully trust in His plan. It's a peace that can't be shaken, a peace that is unexplainable, but undeniable. And it is in this peace that your purpose is clearer than ever before. But let us not forget the deeper meaning behind the challenges you faced. Yes, God's protection was over your life. Yes, He shielded you from the worst intentions. But He did more than that. He prepared you for something greater. The experiences you've gone through have given you a unique perspective on life. You now see the world differently. The pain, the betrayal, the struggles. They've made you more empathetic, more understanding, and more compassionate. Your heart has been refined, and your spirit has been strengthened. As you rise to new heights, remember that your journey is not just about your own success. It's about the impact you have on others. You are now equipped with the wisdom to guide others through their own struggles. You have been through the fire, and now you shine as a beacon of hope for those who are still walking through the darkness. Your story is not just your own. It is the story of anyone who has ever felt defeated, abandoned, or forsaken. Your victory is a reminder that with God, no struggle is ever wasted, no pain is ever meaningless. Every step you take is part of a greater narrative, one that will inspire and uplift those who hear it. This is why your elevation is so important. It is not for you to boast or to seek recognition for your own glory. No, your elevation is meant to glorify God. It is meant to be a testimony of His faithfulness and His grace. You are being elevated so that others may see the power of God at work in your life. As you rise, you draw others closer to Him, You become a living example of what it means to walk in faith, to trust in His plan, and to surrender your life to His will. Every victory you experience is a victory for God, a victory that shines His light in a world that so desperately needs it. But even as you rise, be mindful of the fact that not everyone will understand your journey. There will always be those who try to pull you back into the darkness, those who will question your success, and those who will try to tear you down. But do not let their words, their doubts, or their negativity affect you. They do not define you. Your worth is not found in their opinions, but in the truth of who you are in God's eyes. You are His chosen one, His beloved child, and no one can take that away from you. There will also be moments when you face new challenges, new obstacles that seem insurmountable. But remember, these challenges are not here to defeat you. They are here to strengthen you. With every new challenge, you grow stronger. With every new trial, you become more resilient. And with every new victory, you move one step closer to fulfilling your divine purpose. The enemy may try to derail you, but remember that God is always with you. His protection is over your life, His favor is upon you, and His plan will always prevail. The journey you are on is not just about overcoming challenges. It is about growing in your relationship with God. Each step you take is an opportunity to deepen your trust in Him. Each challenge is an invitation to draw closer to Him, to rely on His strength, and to surrender more fully to His will. The more you surrender, the more you will see His power at work in your life. The more you trust, the more He will reveal His plans for your future. You are not alone on this journey. God is with you every step of the way, and as you continue to walk in His will, you will see the fruits of your faithfulness. As you move forward, remember that the best is yet to come. You have only just begun to experience the fullness of God's blessings. The future is bright, filled with opportunities and divine favor. There are doors opening for you that you could never have imagined. And as you continue to trust in God's plan, you will see them unfold before your eyes. The rewards of your faithfulness are beyond anything you could ever have hoped for. And the best part is that they are just the beginning. God's favor will continue to pour out on your life, and His blessings will follow you every day. But as you walk into this new season of blessings, remember to stay humble. Remember that all that you have achieved, all that you are, is because of God's grace. He is the source of your strength, and He is the one who has brought you to this place. Keep your heart focused on Him, and let your success be a testimony of His goodness and His power. As you rise, continue to lift others up. Your journey is not just about you, it's about helping others find their way to God. Your life is a light, and it is meant to shine brightly for all to see. As you walk in the fullness of your purpose, keep your eyes on the horizon. The journey is not over. In fact, it's just beginning. You have been prepared for this moment, and now it's time to step into the fullness of God's plan for your life. Your purpose is waiting for you, and as you walk in faith, you will see the incredible things that God has in store for you. Keep moving forward, knowing that with God by your side, you can accomplish anything. You are unstoppable, unshakable, and undefeatable, because with God, you are more than a conqueror. If you feel this message deep within your spirit, if you know that this is your time to rise, to walk in the fullness of your purpose, drop a comment below and say, God. Let the world know that you are embracing your calling and walking in the light of His favor. And make sure to subscribe to Wisdom Ones, because together we rise. Your support through Super Thanks means a lot to the Wisdom Ones channel. Thank you so much for your generosity, and a special shout out to everyone who's already donated. It's because of your kindness that this message can reach those who need it the most. Keep moving forward, Chosen One. Your future is bright, your purpose is clear, and God's favor is upon you. There is nothing that can stop you now. Keep rising, keep shining, and remember that the best is yet to come.